Snake with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Off of bootleg CDs, you slow. I'm not finna debate with this dude, man. For one time, y'all, there's some members online having what appears to be a soap opera type scenario. Even has family involved. And it's not Keyway. It's the Damus this time. Good looking for the super chat. Cliche 93 TV. SPI always showing Nip the love he deserves. Thank you. Thank you, brother. My real brother. Anyway, on my mama. I like when my screen light up like that. Dead homies. Ooh wee. But yeah, this time it ain't the Keyway, it's the Damus, man. Timmy Rue, his brother Mob James. And now, Bob Gotti. They all Mob Pirus. I know all three of them. I know Bob Gotti and Timmy Rue a lot better, and I've known them a lot longer. But I've recently, in recent years, gotten to know Mob James. And I've been knowing his name just as long as I've been knowing the other two individuals. But the most ironic thing I find about this is Reggie Wright. Smack dead in the middle. And not only online, but in person, me knowing Reggie Wright for over 20 years, I've often told him, cuz you think you a Piru, bro. And he always denied, no, I don't, Spider. No, I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't. But even Munchie, when he was teasing Reggie in the song, he told him you a pig, not a Piru. And it's not because just want to pick on Reggie, but everybody know Reggie's original, as an adult, his original position in the street was the police, right? So I've never hated on Reggie and his internet presence like some have and try to hold him to that police shit, because when I met Reggie, he was no longer the police. He was security, and he was with a whole bunch of members all the time in the midst of a whole lot of conversations and activities and things that you would never imagine the police would do. So, so when I met Reggie, it was already said and known that he was the ex-police. I never got to encounter Reggie with a uniform on or deal with him as an officer. Not even saying that that necessarily would have changed anything, but he already was, no longer law enforcement. And he was basically, for the most part, thugging with everybody else that was thugging, from Suge Knight down. To be honest, he was somewhat closer to Suge Knight than to some of the other thugs. When this is before cell phones were such a common thing. When I wanted to get in touch with Suge Knight, you had to either call Reggie or Said. So, I understand to some degree how Reggie can find himself in the middle of some of this stuff. And then some years later, I ran into Reggie in Watts, and Reggie was up to the activities that later found him in prison. And he was really thugging. So I've never seen Reggie with my own eyes doing nothing as the police. Head of security, yeah, but as the police, no. And it's hard for me to look at Reggie as anything other than Reggie, the security guard that ended up selling the gang of weed, because that's all I know about him, even though I know of things that he has gotten involved in, or been involved in earlier. But Reggie, once again, this is why it appears that you feel as if you are a member. What other ex-cop finds himself online and smack dead in the middle of not only Piru politics, but Piru brothers and all that? So the scenario is, allegedly, Timmy Rue accused Mob James of telling on him in court. It's a case where Timmy Rue disciplined his son. His son was injured, went to school, and not making a report intentionally on his father. It appears that he asked for some cream because he had some whelps. I think he was allegedly or reportedly worked with an extension cord. And you know how the school reacts. They got concerned and they started investigation. Found out that he had got a whooping by his father. I don't want to say anything about what the boy was in trouble for, but it seems to be some things that would cause a parent to be enraged, especially if you're trying to instill some good things in them. And you know, in our culture, what whoopings have meant. They've been a staple, and the things that he reportedly had done. I can understand a father somewhat losing control and getting in there. That how they say it, even though I don't approve of it. I don't whip my children. This is what apparently took place, and Timmy Rule went on the Art of Dialogue recently. Shout out to Art of Dialogue platform, and stated that Timmy Rule told on him. I mean that Mob James told on him. Mob James then came on not only with his sister on the Reggie's platform and clarified for Mob James that she didn't agree it went that way. What I did notice from their sister, she kept saying no. He didn't tell on Timmy. He didn't tell on Timmy. I was glad to hear that, happy to hear that. But then I heard her keep speaking about the lawyer as the lawyer questioned the little boy and other family members. And she said, yeah, that lady messed up. That was her witness. So I'm like, It sounds like the witnesses did testify on behalf of the prosecution. So, you know, I hear a lot of people debate. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved in who told or if they told, because I really don't have a clue. I haven't seen any paperwork. I'm not familiar with it. This is just the subject matter that's at hand. This is what they're debating as a group. And I just find it ironic that Reggie smack dead in the middle of it. And he don't understand why myself and others say you either are or think you a Piru, Reggie. It's just who else would have the privilege that's not a Piru to find themselves dealing with issues such as this the way you are. Why is Bob Gotti, Mob James comfortable allowing you to politic this? They can go live on their own platforms and just discuss this for those in a small circle that really matter. But no, we're very comfortable politicking this through you. And something totally off the subject that I heard Bob Gotti say. They were debating whether or not Suge Knight, because that's what it was. That's really what the story is about. The Timmy Rule went on Art of Dialogue as well and said that Suge Knight really ain't no Piru, ain't really from the hood. Then Reggie brought Bob Gotti on to counter that. And Bob Gotti went back and was saying, you know, he around from earlier than Timmy Rule, some things that Timmy Rule really don't know. And then he started describing that you can't say Suge ain't from the hood. And he started describing the activities that Suge did in the hood since young. But then he went to this. He said he might not have been out here doing this and doing that. He said, you know, you only got like 10 more stumped down, really, whoop, 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 in the hood. Everybody else, you got niggas at work, you got niggas that do that. Now, I can agree with him about today's current state. That's what the word hood has developed into and evolved into. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Doggy Diamond called me the other day from New York in the barbershop debating with his peoples, his partners in there, or discussing me describing this as an actual fact the other day. And I say, you know, once New York and hip-hop and the rest of the world grabbed the word hood, the definition changed. Now hood means anybody that grew up in your neighborhood, down the block, around the corner, or next door. That's what we know the hood to mean. Like, you can see the bus driver, like, you know, or you can be on a plane, see the pilot, like, you know, son, they be like, oh, yeah, you from my hood. And it has nothing to do with gang affiliation whatsoever. However, when out here, when we first took the word neighborhood and broke it down and just started using hood, that meant gang, turf. You were affiliated. And to give an example of what I meant, I described it as if you can grow up all my life and be my next door neighbor and not be from my hood. And that's what being from the hood meant to us initially. And a lot of times it still do. If we on the block that we claim, and we see a person in a car, and I got somebody with me that might be from Compton or from Long Beach or anywhere else, and they be like, "Oh, that's your homie?" I'm like, "Yeah, nah, cuz ain't from the hood." Cuz could be living right there all his life. Cuz ain't from the hood. So that's just the difference with what the word hood means now, and what it once meant. And I just wanted to tap in on them two subjects, y'all. This wasn't going to be no long session. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Do me a favor at all times. If you don't do nothing else, keep it factual with feelings and keep it a Google. Oh, my mama do like.
Snakewood and that Puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.